Men speaking to other men about violence against women is a powerful catalyst for change.
Hello and welcome to About the House. November the 25th is International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. To discuss this important issue, we sat down with Mr Tim Watts MP, Chair of the Parliamentarians Against Family Violence Friendship Group.
I see the role of the friendship groups in Parliament House as really connecting parliamentarians and the work that we do here with the work that's going on in our communities. The activists, the advocates, the people who are doing these, who are supporting this work in the community, and then giving them a platform in Parliament. So the parliamentary friendship groups create an institutional platform for people to come into the Parliament and share the work that they've been doing with parliamentarians while we're up here during sitting weeks. What we do in the chamber is very partisan, it's very conflict driven, but in the friendship groups it really is a collaborative exercise. So we're able to usually put that to one side, and particularly in the Parliamentarians Against Family Violence group, we've been able to put partisan differences aside.
Interestingly, the friendship group is chaired entirely by men. We asked Mr Watts if this was a deliberate choice.
Yeah, that was a deliberate decision to have men as the chairs of this group, because we really think it's important for men to speak to other men about this issue. Unfortunately, a lot of the men who are perpetrators in this space, part of the reason that they're perpetrators is because they don't give the respect that you give another human being to women. They don't listen to women, for example. So as other men, we can use the privilege that we have to try and get that message across to them that this stuff is not okay. Men have an obligation to talk to other men about what acceptable behaviour in our society is, and breaking down those gender stereotypes and those views of power and control. We all have a role to play in this, from parliamentarians through to members of our community. In any community organisation that you're a part of, there's a chance to provide this message, to pull people up and to say, that might have been something that we didn't think about or that we tolerated in the past, but today we're all going to send a clear message that it's no longer acceptable.
Mr Watts spoke to us about his first brush with the impact of family violence and how it shaped his thinking on the issue.
So I came to the family violence issue through my own community. There was a particularly horrific incident of family violence not long after I was elected. A woman was murdered on the main street of my electorate. That was a particularly horrific and jolting way for me to come to this issue. I had no exposure to it before then, and all of a sudden I was dealing with a community that was really in mourning. And at a candlelight vigil in the weeks following that horrific murder, I was thinking a lot about what I could do about this issue, and one of the things that I thought was important was ensuring that there weren't MPs out there who are learning about this issue through candlelight vigils in their communities, that there was a platform within the Parliament to ensure that advocates, experts, survivors could tell their stories and ensure that they were being heard by parliamentarians here. And that's what we've tried to do with the Parliamentarians Against Family Violence group, really provide a platform for their expertise, their experience to be shared with parliamentarians.
Thanks for watching. If you're experiencing domestic or family violence or seeking support for someone who is, please phone 1800 737 732 or visit 1800respect.org.au for counselling, information and support.